start again. It's a rage thing.
In this session, we are going to learn about logical operators in Python, in which we have three operators that are AND, OR, and NOT. We will first see each of them for Boolean data type, which means what will be the output when we apply these operators on Boolean value. And then we will see for non-Boolean values. So this is the table for AND operator, and here note that whenever we have all the values true in this case, so the output is going to true. But apart from that, whenever we have any of the value is false, then the output is going to be false. So let me verify it. For example, here I am passing false as the first operand like this, and here I am using this AND operator, and here I am passing true like this. So the output is false because here one operand is false. So let me try another one, that is if I write true and true, then it is going to print true because here all the operands are true. Or for example, if I write false and false, then it is going to give false as the output like this. So this is the table for OR operator. Here note that if all the values are false, then only we will get false, otherwise we will get our output true. Or you can say if one of the value or expression evaluates to true, then it will return true no matter what is the value of other operands. So let me verify it. So if I pass true or false, so here our one operand is true and another one is false, so it is going to print true because here one operand is true. So if I pass false or false, then it is going to print false, and this is the only one case where we will get false as our output. Now our last logical operator is NOT operator. It is very much simple that it reverses the boolean value. Like if I apply NOT on false like this, then it is going to reverse it, so it will return true. Or if I write NOT and within parentheses if I pass true, then it will return false like this. This is all for the logical operator on boolean value. Now we will see for non-boolean data type. It is quite confusing, but I will explain it in a simpler way. Just listen carefully. So before going to the topic, just keep it in your mind that 0, empty list, empty set and these kind of values are similar to false. And other than that, all the values are similar to true. For example, an integer value or a float value or a string value is similar to true. Here we have the table for AND operator. If I give you all the operands, then immediately you can able to tell what will be the answer by looking at this table. But my question is, can you guess the answer by looking only one operand? So let me just hide this second operand. Now here we have false, but we don't have the second operand. But we know that the output of the AND logic will be true if and only if all the operands are true. Otherwise it will return false. So from this we can conclude here the first operand is false, so no matter what is the value of second or third operand, the answer will always be false. So this is our first observation. Coming to the next observation, here we have true as one of the operand, but we don't know the other operand. Then what will be the answer? Or can you conclude something from this operand? The answer is yes. You can think about it like this way. Here the first operand is true, so it gives green signal to the AND operator to print true as the output. But it is not sufficient to print true because we need the second operand also in order to identify the output. But at this moment we can say that now the output is totally depends on the second operator, because if the second operator is true, then the output will be true, and if the second operator is false, then the output will be false, because we know that in case of AND operator, if any of the operand is false, then the output will be false. In this case it is false, so our output will be false. So this is our second observation. Now observe the third point. Here the second operand is false. So no matter what is the value of first operand, the answer is always going to be false. Because in case of AND operator, we know that if any of the operand is false, then the final answer will be false. And in the last point, we have true as the first operand. So our output will be same as the value of second operand. Here it is true, so the output will be true. So let's execute some code. For example, here we have an empty set like this, and here I am applying this AND operator, and here we have an integer value, that is 10. So what will be the output? So this empty set is nothing but similar to false, and this integer value is similar to true. So we have false and true. So here one of the operand is false, so the answer will be false. And here false is similar to this empty set, so our answer will be empty set like this. Now you may thinking it is simple, that here we have true and here we have false, so the ultimate answer will be false. And here false is similar to set, so we will get this empty set. Then why I have explained so many things few minutes back? Now guess the answer. For example, here we have 10 as one of the operand, and here I am applying this AND operator, and here we have this list, but this list contains some elements like this. Now what will be the answer? Now here we have an integer value and a non-empty list, but both the elements are similar to true. So what will be the answer? So the first operand is similar to true, so it will give green signal to the AND operator to print true as the output, but it is not enough reason to print true. So now our output is totally depends on the second operand. So the answer will be same as the second operand, that is the list. In our case, it will going to print the list like this. So let me give a quick explanation on OR operator for non-Boolean values. In case of OR operator, it will give always true if any of the operand is true, and it will print false if and only if all the operands are false. So here we have an expression like, for example, here we have an empty set like this, and here I am applying this OR operator, and here we have an integer value like 10. So what will be the output? So this empty set is similar to false. So now we can't say anything about the result. So our result is totally depends on the second operand. So our output will be the value of the second operand, that is 10 in our case. So if I press enter, so note that it is showing 10. Now we have another expression like this, where we have 0 as the first operand, and then I am applying this OR operator, and then we have an empty list. So here both the elements are similar to false. So what will be the output? Here first operand is false. So in case of OR operator, we can't say anything, because if the second operand is true, then the result will be true. Or if the second operand is false, then the result will be false. So the answer is totally depend on the second operator. So in this case, the second operator is list. So we will get this empty list as the output like this. In case of NOT operator, it is easy. If we pass any value like 0, empty list, or empty dictionary, or the values which are similar to false, then it is going to give true. For example, if I pass an empty set like this, which is equal to false, then it is going to print true like this. Or if I pass any integer value like this, and this integer value is nothing but similar to true, then it is going to print the reverse of it, which is false like this. So we have already seen all the logical operators for Boolean values and as well as for non-Boolean values. Now let's solve this expression. So here we have this empty set, which is similar to false, and here I am using this AND operator, and here we have this 0, which is also similar to false. So here we have false, and no matter what is the value of the second operand, AND operator is always going to give the result as false. So we have false from this expression, and here we have 5, which is similar to true. Now note that in case of OR operator, we don't say anything if the first operand is false, because we know that in case of OR operator, if the second operand is true, then the answer will be true, because if any of the operand is true, then the answer will be true in case of OR operator. So from this we can't say anything about the ultimate result. But here we have 5, so the answer will be 5, because the result is totally depends on the second operand. So the answer will be 5 like this. So here we have another expression, but I'm not going to solve it. This is your homework. Solve this expression. and comment your answer. And if you want to solve daily programming quiz, then join our Telegram channel. Link is in the description.